What's up, everybody? We are live on a Monday. Maybe, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. The more we do these Monday lives, the more I'm like, kind of like this, not gonna lie, kind of like this. Do we keep this
Yeah,
going? Who knows?
relax.
It's fairly relaxed. What are we doing today?
All right. So, besides just having chats about stuff that happened this past week, we are gonna look at some heavy metal forges
Mm-hmm.
from people in the community
Mm-hmm.
and rate them and upvote them if we like them or not. We see. Maybe we'll upvote everybody that engages with us, like we
I
did
mean,
last time.
the reality is you're nice, so you're gonna vote for everybody. I want to be a little bit savage, but you know what? Maybe today's not the day for that. So, I mean, I'm down. I think it'll be fun. So let's jump into it. What's the best way? So, guys, what is what's the best way for us to do this? And we put out a tweet for the people that are watching. If you want your heavy rated, just retweet it. Come on the stream. We'll rate it. We'll give you some votes. Okay. Maybe he's giving me the numbers down here. Okay, we're gonna start with 639. Heavy Metal Forge 639.
But
Have
that's like this is not from the retweets.
oh okay. These are just cool ones.
This is just a cool one that I wanted to show, and it's also from someone we know. So I just
Okay.
but
Who?
yeah, no. Before we start, let me actually make everybody know that we are live. Let me quote tweet this. We are live.
Oh, good question. Good point. I should do the same thing. Let's quote tweet.
With this and mm, your link to
About a little bit of alpha, where in the tweet I said we're also talking about a couple other things today. Maybe your latest obsession and my.
yeah, we're getting obsessed. We were talking like this past week we've been talking a lot about how the NFT market has been, going through the wildest.
It's been going through it, baby.
But he's going through like the worst and wildest period ever, I would say. We're down bad. We are down bad, but we can always find, positive from this, which is like maybe getting interested in new different stuff. Like things are getting a little bit, things are stagnating a little bit, I would say, and there is a lot of negativity because also the only projects that we're kind of working now are starting to get, a lot of criticism. We saw with Azuki what happened. They were like, "Oh, Azuki's gonna be number one. It's gonna flip everybody," and then they dropped a new collection, and guys, what happened? It's like nothing is good anymore. Like there's no project. It's almost surviving this, but obviously there is some interesting things going on in the space. There's still very smart people doing smart things and pushing forward, that, like, I think that even in a period like this we have to keep our eyes open and discover these things. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I see Queso in the audience. 1824. Why don't we start with Queso? Why don't we
Yeah,
start
let's
with
start.
Queso? Okay, 1824. Let's see what you got, Queso. Let's see what you got. You know what? I feel like we were too nice last time. Let's see.
But
We
they
gotta roast some
like
people.
the people that watch, they're just legends, so
True.
how can we
Actually,
say no?
you're right. I don't know what this tile is, but that's a really cool tile. I'm not seeing that. So I guess that's the celestial tile, the home tile. Okay. That's why I haven't seen that.
All right, right.
Let's see. Just a giant X to all the portals. Okay. I like it. I like it. I feel like you need some furniture, my guy. Maybe like a little plant right here, and then some flowers on this one. I feel like that's a flower path right there. Maybe what do you think?
I'm doing a tweet. One sec, let me see. All right, so very minimal, kind of,
Minimalistic?
yeah. Minimalistic and nice, I would say. It's like I just want to get to all the portals as soon as possible, so this is going to be the quickest way and least expensive way to
No,
do it.
but the issue is that when you have this many tiles, this is what I've heard. When you have this many tiles and
Hmm.
you try to connect to the portals all at once, you can't even upgrade to these portals without having a specific tile average level. So you need to connect to the portal, and so for this one it was like average tile needs to be level 2. So if you only have 4 tiles, then or however many you need to connect to it, then you can level it up fairly quickly because the average tile is met. But if you connect to all of them, then for this one you need all of these tiles to be, I think, level 4, or the average needs to be level 4. And so that's the one thing you got to be careful of. That I think, and I've heard people say I wanted to restart, like I wish there was a restart button because it becomes difficult to manage all of this stuff. So that's one thing I would say is something
Mm,
to keep in mind of. Let's go on to one of the ones maybe you shared.
yeah, let's
Which
check
one
that.
was it? Which one was it? Which one was it? What up, fake guy? What up? What up? What up? Energy Maxi, redecorate later. Spinning saws. Date. Case was saying true. Would not recommend this many tiles. Focus on the left tiles portals first. The fewer the better. North and east tiles require 60 minimum tiles though. Yeah, that's insane. That's crazy actually. Okay, we're gonna go to 639. I don't know whose this is, but maybe knows whose this is. Let's see. 639 has basketball court, a boxing ring. That's cool. I like that. That's
This is
creative.
this is Crazy Cars.
Ah,
For
right. Crazy Carl. Very cool, Crazy Carl. Very cool. I like the boxing ring a lot, actually. That's so funny that you can do that. And he's got a little, you can see the little pet, the little companion.
Mayo.
You can see the heavy metal mayo and the cow. And then he's even got the camera to
Oh,
broadcast the wrestling match. Look at that. Creative stuff. Creative stuff. I like it. Okay, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for it. You gotta vote, Crazy Carl.
Yeah.
And now let's go to 755. Okay.
Okay, this is
Whoa. Maybe talk to me about this one.
well, it's pretty okay. So one was minimalistic. This is like the exact opposite. I would say it's like let's get as many objects as possible in this thing. But still, it has a style, like its own style.
It's yeah, it's very there's a lot going on here, which is cool. You got my favorite I think is the two cows on the computer.
Yeah, the cows are playing some kind of game.
It's unfortunately it's always loading, so I hope they can get the bandwidth figured out there so they can actually start playing the game, but for now looks good. And then we have this cool lamp slash claw thing. Okay, I see that. And then
Yeah.
yeah, wow, okay. Very cool.
What's
Maybe maybe
interesting to me is to see things that I haven't been able to, unlock yet.
okay.
So I don't even know what they are. Then I go into this forges of these other people that they're like much more like a forward, let's say, with levels and stuff, and I can see them and they're cool. Yeah.
Okay. What you're gonna send me some more you're gonna send me some more of those what do you call it? Numbers. And then in the
I want to
meantime
see
I'm gonna
number because last time we roasted number one,
right, right.
because it was like you're number one, we're expecting something, and it was like pretty messy, and there was droppings everywhere.
Let's see what number one got. What do you got number one? Okay, you got a platform. You got it's like an AirPods case, but I don't know what oh those are companions? I don't know, but those are cool. And then you got some nuclear waste casually chilling. I like that. And then you got a little store or like a little oven. I don't know what that is. But those are some objects I've not seen before. Pretty decent.
Hmm.
Pretty decent.
Yeah,
And
not
we have a
bad.
bunch.
Last time, yeah. Why so much?
Poop.
Why so much poop? Yeah, it's like I don't know. Mine doesn't poop like that. Like I have to be honest. Mine does like one every like 5 6 hours.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see the proof, but this is Grateful Apes.
How many hours it's like this being alone? I don't know. I think Grateful is playing. Like how is this even possible? I
You
don't
know
know.
what? Maybe it's because I think it's because when they have a bad mood, they poop more. So maybe Grateful's
Hmm.
been playing too much, and it's just pooping all over the place. So that's Grateful's. It needs a little bit of cleanup there. Let's see what Conscious got. Let's see it Conscious. You went for the marble tiles. I like that. And
Oh,
what's
what's
that?
that?
I don't know.
Is
But
that
it's simple.
the heavy metal logo?
No, no, I don't think so.
Try it.
It's just screws.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
okay,
yeah.
so I think what we're gonna see a lot of people the optimal strategy is to build a few tiles and connect portals and then level up the tiles. So I don't think we're gonna see a lot of craziness right now. Maybe a few weeks in. So I'm gonna give that a vote, and then we're gonna go back here. Let's see what Lou's got. Lou, you're up. Colorful. Those are cool. Those are pretty cool.
The first time I see those big ones, like flowers or whatever they are.
Yeah. And then it connects to the portals. So again, yeah, pretty standard, I would say. I think we're gonna see more creativity at like maybe week two, week three, because it's a the game is generally fairly slow, is
Hmm.
what I noticed when I was playing a few days ago. Okay, yeah, I like the room setup here, and then kind of just playing around here. Okay, give you a vote. Boom, make it worth your time. Maybe. What do you think?
I like the lawn. Oh wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
Wait, but I've never seen that. Oh, there's so many things that I've never seen before. Can you zoom in on those objects?
Yeah. Hold on. Somebody's telling me
Let me
my sound
see.
is not very audible, so I'm gonna figure that out as well. But oh, I know why. This is why. Okay, we're good now. We should be better.
Perfect.
So
Oh
maybe
wow,
you.
very nice.
What were you
Nice.
saying about that?
That like this kind of mushroom, I've never seen it before. It's the first time. All of these different flowers. Like this is crazy.
Yeah. These are cool actually. I like them. Okay, we're gonna keep it going. That's all
Yeah,
so
let's.
far. Let's see on the damn show count. Whoa, Bored Ape Yacht Club followed. Is that the real Bored Ape? I think
Yeah.
it is. What's up, Bored Ape? Nice to have you on board.
Thank you for
Nice
the
to
follow.
have you
It's been a
on
while, like
board.
it took 1 year.
Oh my god, tomorrow's the 1 year out of tomorrow's the official 1 year where
Tomorrow.
we went to put our first episode ever.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
So if you want to have a follow from the Board Ape Yacht Club, start the show today. In 1 year, approximately, you're gonna get a follow.
Yeah, Victor, let me know if my volume's better. Because you're the only one that mentioned that, which means that you're paying attention, and I want to know
Victor
what you
said the
think.
same thing. I don't know. Maybe it's better now.
Hopefully it's better, but I'm gonna check Derek Chance. He says 14707 4D aesthetics. Okay, I don't know what that means, but let's find out. 14707.
That's-
14707. Actually, let me make sure I voted for this one. Okay,
So
voted.
yeah.
All right. 14707. What do you got for the 4D aesthetics? Um. Okay, well that's a path, but I don't know what you mean by 4D aesthetics. Tell me more. I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what's the four dimensions here. Maybe I'm missing something.
Like
We'll come back to it. I'm
the
gonna vote
name
for
of
you
the
anyway.
owner.
All right, Dirty Roberts got 6692, and he's saying the aesthetics are immaculate. Now I don't know if that's for your own why you're
Mm,
saying that, but let's find out. Let's find out. 6692.
see?
6692. Enter. I like the pink and green. I'll tell you that, Dirty Robert. I like it because you're matching your heavy metals like base colors. So
So
I give
that's
you
him.
that.
You are like sure.
I'm
Ah,
assuming
it
other.
says GM. It says GM.
Oh, okay, okay. Ah, there you go. All right.
I
That should
like
get a
it.
double vote. That should get a double vote.
Yeah, yeah, that's cute. I like it.
And that actually takes a long time for you to do this. That's effort
Yeah.
right there because these tiles take quite a while.
I'm still working on mine, by the way.
Do you want to
I
show it?
didn't I didn't say what it is. It doesn't look so good right now. I have
Okay,
to be
fine.
honest.
We don't have
But
to.
yeah, when I didn't give up. I'm still building something, and let's see.
Okay, good. I gave up. Okay, we're gonna go to 2412. Let's see. Let's see, PGM 2412. What do you got for us? 2412. Enter. Whoa. I mean, first of all, you're celestial with like the scorpion pincers. Cool.
Nice.
Very cool. I like that a lot. And you went for the basic. I would honestly, if I were to give you a bit of recommendation, I would say delete these tiles Or maybe you need them to actually connect there. And never mind. Forget
Mm.
what I said. I think you know what you're doing. Cool. It's a work in progress, but you're getting there. I like it. Also, I'm just going back to this. Look at that. Board Ape Yacht Club followed the damn show. Let's go, baby. I was so convinced that was a scam account because of
Yeah,
how
like this
prevalent
is
they are. But that's a nice little live surprise. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go to iHodler. Web3 Gatsby's right there, legend. Okay, we're gonna go to you in just a second. We're gonna go to iHodler 7860. If you're watching, retweet the tweet on the damn show, and just put your ID, and we'll get to you. Let me vote for you, so you have that. Keep me honest, guys. If I forget to vote, let me know. 7860.
okay.
I like what he's doing here with the yacht, or not the yacht, but like the what do you call it? The pier. He created a
The peer.
pier
Yeah, yeah,
for the
yeah.
boat. So there's gonna be a
They're
yacht here.
yeah, expecting to build some kind of boat or something. Yeah.
Yacht party at 7860, guys. Yacht
Yeah,
party.
that's
Show
cool.
up.
How is the rest?
And he's getting to the second portal, or he's got into it, and he's gonna eventually build up there. But I like the use of wood. It's very specific on the water, going for the pier look. He's even gonna start it here and go here. That's cool. Keep it up.
Not bad. You didn't vote?
Oh, see, there you go. Keep me honest. Keep me honest, chat, and maybe everybody keep me
No problem.
honest. Okay, what up, Top Shot? Dirty Robert. I didn't say that. um, Top Shot. It's easier if you just. It's gonna be a bit of a pain. I'm gonna ask you to do it also for the engagement, so more people know about it. But just can you comment those into the thread and retweet it? Because then I'm gonna go back there. Yes, I did sell. This game wasn't for me. But I do want to comment on it. So, yes, I see the wallet checkers are all out there. Um, Dirty Robert, Heavy Grail Chat is the alpha. There you go, guys. That's where you go.
I haven't engaged yet in any of that. Like, I have to be very, very honest. Yes, I've been playing, but I think that my forge, first of all, is not good. Sorry, it doesn't look good. And second, I haven't asked for a vote yet to anyone
Pourquoi?
ever. I didn't engage in the vote exchanging. I don't see the point right now. I don't like for me. I'm a person that competes to win, and when I see that I cannot win, I don't even start to compete. Like
mm,
if I don't have the even the hope that I can win or like it's not I'm not good with these games in general because I know that I don't have the patience to do it for a long
right.
time. So I'm just what I'm doing right now, I have an idea in my head of something that I want to build and I'm just building that and I don't care about anything else. I don't care about the votes. I don't care about, being in a million chats every day. I just care about completing what I decided to do. And let's see
Matty
how it
Ice.
goes.
Matty Ice is saying you need votes. Maybe it impacts the amp
I
reward.
know, but I know. Like I'm not saying that. I'm not saying this. This is not a tip.
Mm,
I'm just saying what I'm doing because I'm really not into this kind of games and asking for votes and this and that. It's just not my thing. So I'm gonna try to build what I want to build. Once that's gonna be built, I'm gonna show it on the damn show. And if you guys like it, you can vote for me. But if you don't, you don't. It's okay. I'm just not gonna be engaged in a million chats asking for votes. That's it.
I like that. Very to the point.
Also,
Okay.
my heavy is extremely cute. But like really, I wouldn't even want to change anything. I like it like that. If I could, I wouldn't evolve it at all. I just want that. Like Pikachu. When you get a Pikachu and you don't want to give it too much experience points because then becomes Raichu. and you don't want
Yeah,
Raichu. You want Pikachu. Like I don't give a shit about Raichu. I've always wanted Pikachu. So I'm in a Pikachu kind of situation here that I really like my heavy how
you're
it is
talking
right
my you're talking my language right now with this Pikachu Raichu stuff because this is my
It's
God.
so
That's
true, right?
well. I mean, if you want to be technical about it, to get Raichu, you
You
need a
can avoid.
you need a Thunderstone to
Right, right, right.
but I see your point though. It still makes sense. Like a Charmander, maybe you don't want the everybody wants Charizard, so I don't see anybody that
Everybody
wouldn't
was
wouldn't want Charizard. But I see what you're going for. I see what you're going for. It makes sense. You know, actually, when you're you know those Game Boy games when your Pokemon was leveling up, you could press B and it would stop it from leveling up, and it wouldn't. Did you know that?
no, I knew, but wasn't there a way to avoid the evolution? Could you
No,
say
that's
like no?
exactly it. Oh,
Okay, no,
oh. Well, it's only you can
remember
say
something
no
like
when
that.
it
I don't know.
was no, no. I know what you're saying. You can say no when it was like you needed an item to evolve it. It's like a Thunderstone would be needed to evolve it or something like that. But when it was evolving on its own, I think you could press B and it would just stop the evolution and keep it as
Mhm,
is.
mhm,
This is like
mhm.
the you know the man. Those are the times. Now I'm just remembering like playing Game Boy as
Yeah,
a
no,
kid.
that was incredible.
Simpler times.
I played it so many times, like on my laptop, because then I downloaded the emulator
Nice.
for the
I like that.
PC, and I was just
That's
playing
amazing.
like crazy. So when I say I don't play this game, I never did. Like, okay, it has to be like the best game in the world for me to play. Let's put it like
Right,
that.
right.
That's the only game I played. I would say like that, like so dedicated and go through the whole different medals and stuff that you collect
Yeah.
through the game. So
I mean,
yeah,
I'm honestly I'm impressed that you went through and you got the emulators on the computer and everything. That's pretty hardcore stuff. That's pretty hardcore.
I
I'm
just
just finding
needed
out
to
about
play.
this because I did
No
that
one
as a
was gonna
kid.
stop me. Like I needed to play Pokemon.
Oh,
I,
that's funny.
I I had a Game Boy, like, but it wasn't even mine. It was like my brother's or something.
Yeah.
And then I never bought a Game Boy after. Like, I realized that I could just play on my PC and just played on the
You
PC.
know, I thought I was so clever because I was 6 or 7 years old and I was borrowing a friend's Game Boy, or he left it at the house, and so I was just using it. And there's a book that I had on the front. The hardcover of the book had like a cellophane see-through little window. That was
Mhm.
the perfect size for
Yeah.
the Game Boy screen. Look,
So you
I was sitting on my bed with the book in my lap with the Game Boy underneath it, and if my mom walked in, she'd be like, "Oh, he's reading." Okay,
just
that's
play
one of
like
my
crazy.
fondest memories. Where I'm
Or
like, "I'm so sneaky. I'm so sneaky." Oh my god,
oh,
that's funny.
that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh man.
and then I learned that when I was a kid, I was even thinking about product stuff when I was a kid because then it started getting dark outside and you can't see the screen when it's dark outside because the Game Boys didn't have a backlight.
Mm. All right, all
And I'm
right.
like, oh, if only like there was a light, it lit up the screen so you could see. And like I should have emailed Nintendo when I was 6 years old saying, "Hey, you need a backlight on your Game Boys because you have to get like this external light kind of like a book light that would shine a light
Mhm,
on top of it for you
mhm.
to be able to see." And I'm like, this is inefficient. We need a backlight. I knew
Mhm.
what a backlight was apparently. Okay. So I'm not getting any more tweets, or am I?
Can we share one sec the Mitoshi interview because
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
this morning.
Yes. Which part do you want to play?
How long is it?
It's 3 minutes.
So I had an so let's explain 1 second. So Mitoshi, which is World of Women Mutant 10KTF community member, she's doing she has a project going that's called Humans of Web3, and she's interviewing people, and she has this very new, fresh, original way of doing these interviews that are called crypto confessionals. So I was the guest this week, and she dropped an interview where I talk about Atari as well. So if you guys are interested in hearing what I say, here is the interview. Like let's watch like 10-20 seconds of it. Do you have it?
Yeah, I'm concerned that the sound isn't gonna go through, to be honest. So I
Let's
just
try.
downloaded it. So I don't. What if I just play it and then I'll play it in the back and then I'll skip ahead to where you think it's relevant. Deal?
Yeah. I just wanted to say, if you like it, just go and follow the account. It's called Humans of Web3. It's on my page. I retweeted it this morning, and let's just support her because she's doing a great job with these interviews.
Yeah. So here's the page. It's called the Humans of Web3, and yeah, I've seen some of these videos as well. They're fun. And like it's a good vibe, it's a good energy, so check it out. The Humans of Web3, and I'm gonna play a portion of the video right now. Give me 1 sec. Let's see.
And then we go back to heavy metal.
I don't know if many people know that I have a medical degree, really a doctor. My thesis for graduation was in reconstructive surgery. So I was about to become a surgeon, and then things changed. Hey, no, we need more structure.
Can you? Okay.
No, don't.
She didn't ask me to do Marshall Howen. She asked me to imitate you doing Marshall Howen.
Oh, that's even funnier. So it's a double imitation.
It was like, no, don't do Marshall Howen. Like, do Atari doing Marshall Howen.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, that's funny. Let's just keep playing it. This is funny. Check out Humans of Web3.
This is so difficult. Oh my god. Okay. Mebinera, and I'm from Italy. I was born in Italy, and then I moved to the US a couple of years ago. Ce la faremo tutti. Bruciamo per l'immagine del profilo. Burn King for PFP.
Mebinera, your real name?
No.
English is your third language. What are your first two?
My first language is Italian, and my second language is my regional language from the exact region where I'm from, which is Sardinian. Then the third language is English. Then I speak a little bit of Spanish as well.
What's the journey been like for you so far working on the Damn Show?
It has been amazing, crazy roller coaster, but I love it. I find myself being incredibly excited every Thursday morning, and that's what I want. That's all I care about.
What's the thing that annoys you the most about Atari?
3 times in the morning is kind of like, it's lower than me in the mornings. I'm a fusser person in the mornings. It's not a bad thing. So, but it's super active in the night. So it will spend like all night editing, and I'm sleeping. Don't let me look bad when I talk about Atari.
Who is someone that you look for inspiration in the space?
I'm usually inspired the most by the people around me, more than I'm inspired by Elon Musk, like inspired by Tails, for example, another woman and CEO of Renga. That's super inspiring what she was able to do in the Web3 space. Another person that really inspires me is Fake Guy. He has so much love for the space, for what he does, and for doing good. He's so talented in his photography. I will add Atari. I'm definitely inspired by him. Like how he works every day towards this goal. It's inspiring. So yeah, I must name him as well, 100%.
Thank you, Mitoshi. That was so fun to record.
Yeah, it seems like it's a really fun interview. Check that out, Humans of Web 3. We have another request. We got 888 Dice saying
Oh,
9201. Let me go back to Twitter. Well, let me see. 9201. Also, maybe you want to talk about ordinals? I feel like we're not getting any more votes, but or requests for votes rather. But here is 9201. Very clean. I don't see a
very
single
clean.
poop. There's no poop on this poop deck at all.
Why three cows? I don't like why people like cows like that so much. They look like they think they're like pets or
It's also the
something.
cows from Dookie Dash.
Yeah,
So I think maybe people like that.
true.
I don't know. But there you go. There you go. You
I
got to
like
vote, my friend. You got to vote. I'm going to check back here. Anything else? Any other votes? Did I vote for Gatsby? Let me check again. Yeah, I voted. Oh,
Rovex.
Gatsby, you got to clean up your shit though. I'm
Yeah,
not
come
gonna lie,
on.
there's a lot going on here. I think I can barely find one. Oh my
Because
god,
oh wow,
there's this one here that doesn't have shit, and the other things have some stuff, and then everything else has
he's
oil on it.
getting married, so I think he has been pretty, busy.
Yeah, fair.
This period,
Okay,
so.
but still, if you're getting married, then your wife is gonna expect you to clean up after the house. She's gonna expect you to clean up your forge. So, clean up after yourself.
So after everything it's covered with shit. Like, does it continue to do it on top of it?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know what
Just
happens.
piles on it. My God. Okay, we got Rovax 8 in the chat. Rovax 10196 building every day. Okay, let's see what you got, Rovax 10196 10196 10196. Okay, every day, cleaning every day as well.
Interesting.
Okay, so not too many tiles, but I think each of his tiles are probably very high level. I wish there was a way to tell what the levels were on the tiles just by looking at them. Don't you?
Yeah. Yes. That'll be interesting. Also, it's a flex because if you have all of your tiles at
Exactly.
level like 10, it's a flex. So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Right now
you
it's
guys,
like
guys, I think you should upgrade that. He's right.
maybe put a little number on the corner because I think right now you don't know if somebody has abandoned it for days or they're just focused on making the levels really
Oh, oh, oh,
high.
oh. There is a way to see it.
Pressing L?
Let's see.
No, that only works for when you are playing. I
You're
tried that
wrong.
already. When I'm previewing, you can't see it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay, so you can't see the levels when you are previewing. Already tried that. Already tried that. Okay, I'm gonna vote for you because you kept it nice and clean. Well done.
It's nice, yeah. I like it.
What's going on with ordinals, baby?
Okay, wow, what's going on? A lot is going on. Let's just consider that we started hearing about ordinals like beginning of this year, but like I don't know what you guys did with all the 12-fold stuff. I
Maybe.
completely
Sorry
you
to
can
cut you
hear
off,
me?
but just tap your mic for a second. I'm just making. Oh yeah, you're not from that mic. I had a feeling.
I had a feeling.
Guys, get ready for the audio to experience to get turned into HD.
Hi.
Yeah, so much
How's
better.
this?
Infinitely better. It's a little bit
Sorry.
low, but
Yeah, but you know that I can.
there
How
you
is
go.
it now?
Perfect,
Okay.
perfect. HD audio, maybe go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that I didn't study so much. I didn't get into it so much when 12-fold dropped because it was such an expensive mint, and I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna be able to buy any of that. So everything was so new. So I didn't get into ordinals at all. But in the past 3 weeks, I jumped into it. Like I got my wallet, I got some ordinals. I'm like, buying stuff on Magic Eden. So I kind of studied a lot about it. This doesn't make me an expert. I just want to say it right away. I'm still learning, but I learned also a lot of stuff in the past 2 weeks.
Interesting. What have you learned? What do you want to share with people?
All right, so ordinals, so Bitcoin NFTs, which are more than just NFTs, we call them inscriptions because this art is inscripted on satoshis. So this is kind of the main difference between the Ethereum and NFTs that we have. They are not actually inscripted. These ones are inscripted on the Satoshi, which is, the smallest piece of Bitcoin, the smallest unit of Bitcoin that it exists. And the whole theory behind it, the whole thing that it's interesting about this is also that not all Satoshis are the same. So there are some Satoshis that are rarer than other Satoshis. So for example, there are uncommon, rare, like, we know this thing from 10KTF. Epic, rare, uncommon, a similar thing for these Satoshis. And besides being just rare, also a thing that makes them very, very special is also Satoshis that were minted a long time ago, like in the first blocks, for example. And that makes them very, very special. So in this past 2 weeks, I've been engaging a lot with some projects. One is I got into the Discord of the Ordinal Maxi Biz project, which is not a project, but it's a movement. Sorry if I said project.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said that, maybe.
That's what they say. And yeah, I didn't freaking make it. I was grinding a little bit, not too much, but I was grinding a little bit to get into the whitelist, and I didn't make it, very sadly. But I engage with them a lot, and I have to be honest, the level of excitement around that community blew my mind completely, because we think a lot about this is the bear market, nobody's making money, nobody cares about anything, there's nothing new happening, where it's actually not true. Because when I got into that, I just felt like it was 2021 all over again. I was like, yo, what is this? This is crazy. People are so crazy. The copy pasta was crazy. We watched a movie all together. We watched Fight Club all together in the Discord one night.
Cute.
And there were
night.
so many people, movie night, but there were so many people watching. And then they did this wallet collection and stuff. So also the artist is incredibly, if you go through the pinned tweet, you can see the story of the artist, which it did also it was deeply involved also with streetwear. It got to the point that some incredibly big stars started to wear his streetwear. If you go here, and then you can see, like, Kim Kardashian, Travis Scott, like these super big stars, like actually wearing his art. Like the art is incredible. Like it's like at the beginning when I first saw them, I was like, what's this? This is weird. But then they started to grow on me. And it actually looks cool, and the artist is so legit, like a real artist. And yeah, this is what I've been going through this past weeks. I wasn't able, as I said, to mint this because I didn't make the whitelist, and public was like $10,000, and I was like, I don't have $10,000. Yeah.
Whoa, expensive.
So yeah, like whitelist was like $3,000, and public was 10,000. I was like, yeah, if I get whitelist, I might be able to mint this, but the public was too expensive. But then I didn't make this, but I was like, okay, I anyway have some funds, so I decided to invest in another artist that it's really becoming like it's not that it's becoming, he is a pioneer in the Bitcoin ordinal space, which is Nullish, because he's the guy that
okay.
yeah,
thought you were gonna say ZK Shark. Let
Knowledge
me go
is
to Nullish.
ZK Shark, and yeah, and there is an also Tony made honorary of myself without knowing because there is an OMB that
Oh
it's
yeah,
me. This is me, guys.
yeah.
Isn't it me? Isn't my PFP? Like, come on. And the artist even liked it because it's so true. That's me.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
But
there you
anyway,
go.
so yeah, the interesting thing about this new collection is that all those inscriptions are inscripted on Satoshis from block 78, which is like, no, sorry, not block 78, block 9. Block 78 was another inscription from block 9, which is like incredible. And Knowledge, he is really the pioneer of this hunt for rare and early Satoshis.
Yeah,
Uh, and he donated, let's say, these satoshis for the ordinal maxibis inscriptions, so he was the one owning them, but he also has his own inscriptions and art. And since I wasn't able to get the OMB one, I bought some from him. He got some on Ethereum and some on Bitcoin. So I got his Genesis distortion Genesis on Ethereum, and then I got also the Bitcoin version, the Bitcoin inscription of that same NFT. And guys, I don't know, like it's been so cool to listen to them even speaking. There is a show, a space called the Ordinal Show, held by Leonidas and Trevor.btc, which is an incredible space. And I'm listening to it. I'm learning a lot, and it's cool, guys. That's what I wanted to say. If you haven't learned, like if you haven't even started to learn about this, give it a try because it's a new word. The fact that these Bitcoin NFTs are like, the fact that these NFTs are happening on another blockchain doesn't mean that we don't have to like them. I like to keep an open mind. I like to stay curious, and this has been pretty cool for what I've seen until now, especially from a community standpoint. The excitement that I've seen there, it really brought me back to, 2021, and was interesting. So yeah, just wanted to share that. We're probably going to be talking more about ordinals. We're probably going to try to get some interesting guests to talk about it a little bit, but that was my piece. Thanks.
okay. And Victor's saying ZK announced that he's working on an Ordinal project a few days ago as well. Interesting. Okay, well, if that was maybe on Ordinals, then we gotta do.
What do you mean, ZK Shark? Like a new project? I hope I can mint that. What does it mean with Z? Because this was his project.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see what Victor says.
Or yeah, Victor, let me know. Let me understand what you mean, because ZK Shark's project is Ordinal Maxi Biz. I don't know. Maybe it's just something that I don't know, and he already dropped some new alpha. But let us know. Thank you.
Well, if maybe he's been obsessing over Ordinals lately, I've been obsessing over another O project. Project that starts with O, and that is, of course, OPEPN. Honestly, I'm a fan. We made a video about this 4 months ago, so a while ago, and I had 0 at that point. I should have obviously accumulated some, but I didn't. But since then, the project has taken a completely, totally different turn. Probably going to be talking more about OPEPN as well, because honestly, I'm having fun. It's cool. It's interesting. It's making me think. So I'm going to talk about it. People, and I'm getting DMs from some people as well that watch the show that say, "Hey, Atari, I'm into OPEPN now. Like, can you tell me what's the TLDR?" So we're gonna talk about it right now. Here's the TLDR. Too long, didn't read. OPEPN. Okay, all right. What the hell is going on with OPEPN? This is what's going on with OPEPN. Here's, if you go to the website, it's called opepin.art. Okay, now there's all these OPEPNs that have been created with AI, whether it's the artist, etc. You're just seeing a bunch of them. This is the main gallery page, and I think this is infinite scroll, so you can keep scrolling. It'll just show you a bunch of different ones. But here's what you need to understand about Opepin. Opepin is it's a commentary on what's current and what's happening. So let me stop here for a second. The where Opepin started, there was a open edition for 1 hour back in January, free mint, and something like almost 16,000 were minted, and then nothing happened because Jack Butcher was focused on checks. So this is a work of Jack Butcher, Jaleel, and Traff as well. He's one of their designers that is really, really cool and does some really cool work. But as he started to go through the process of creating a PFP, the whole idea with the Pepin was it was going to be the art collector's PFP. What happened was sometime in March, week after week, we saw new updates to AI that were just blowing everything out of the water. And it's like, how do you create a PFP project when you have one of the most fundamental changes to visual art creation or visual creation in general happening? It's like you can make something on Photoshop or you can AI generate it, but even what you generate right now with AI, 6 months from now is going to look dated and old. So how do you capture something when things are so dynamic and rapidly moving? And so that's where we talked about it last. We talked about Opepin AI and how there's going to be like a way for you to like create, you know, different Opepins and maybe you can mint them. We don't know, but that's kind of the timeline here. But then as it proceeded, and you can see all the AI creations here, right? Like these are all done with AI with prompting, just to give it different looks. Just very cool, interesting stuff. Where the shape remains the same, but here's a Colosseum type building. Here's very minimalistic kind of Apple VR-esque. But what's happened since then is they revealed. Let me actually go to OpenSea right now. It revealed. It's cool how it works because it's called Opepin Edition. So instead of it being um, a traditional collection in the NFT space, works something like this. You have your NFTs, and each of them has a specific rarity and a specific image, and then the reveal happens. So the reveal happens where you see the image, and then you also see the rarity at the exact same time. So it all happens at once, right? Everybody's like, oh, when reveal happens. Okay, cool. What this is doing is it actually, the first reveal for a Pepin was the rarity. So you can see here in the top right corner, you can see there's a little square or rectangle, and that denotes the rarity. And if you scroll down, you'll see there's a smaller rectangle, and then you can keep going down. There's a smaller one still, and so what these all represent is the edition size. So the least rare is 40. Let me scroll a little bit so you can see, or let me move you maybe out of the way. There you go. So you can see on the left-hand side, there's 40 Opepin. That's the lowest rarity. Then you have 20, 10, 5, 4, 1. And each Opepin collection that gets revealed has a portion of all of these together. There's going to be 40 40s. There's going to be 20 20s. There's going to be 10 10s, etc. So if I go back to the home page here and I click on sets, let me go to the very first one. So you'll see the silk screen edition was 40. So there's 40 of these. There's 20 of paper. There's 10 granite, marble, glass, and then chrome. Same thing with the very first set. And you can see all of them here. So this is the one of one. And then there's like the other editions as you scroll down. And it's like here the rarity distribution is like the colors get more basic as you go down, or more like flat colored. But the whole idea is there's 16,000 of these NFTs, and what you do to reveal is you opt in. So if you want, let's go to the latest set right now. And I'll tell you why this is all cool. I'm explaining the mechanics right now, but I'll tell you why this is really cool. So I have a bunch of 40s, so I opted in saying like, I want the chance to get mine revealed. And so if mine revealed, then I'll hold one of these NFTs. If I don't, then I try again next time. And the reason I think this is so interesting is that all of this is like a running commentary on what's happening in technology, Web3, crypto, as it's unfolding. So VVR, this set was released when Apple released their headset the same day. He created this to kind of like reflect the maybe a paradigm shifting moment, maybe an iPhone moment with what happened with iPhone. And so the provenance of this is really interesting because this is associated with this really big cultural event. Then 06 was this is the punk's birthday, and so Piv, he's a punk artist, and so created a bunch of punk related ones where you have obviously the alien punk, which is very famous, and then everything else it's like punk based. This is like a Maryland kind of punk, and his style is kind of like this, and so it's pulling on themes from like the punk that NFT statistics has. It looks kind of like this, but it's pulling that and making it into a Maryland, and so it's this continual unfolding of like 80 sets being revealed at a time. And the fascinating thing is that it's to me it feels like this is creating this provenance that's not existed before, where you have you have like all of these collections like Fidenza, you have Squiggles, you have all these like art collections that even in the bear are still doing really well. For example, if I go to OpenSea and you look at Fidenza, Fidenza is a generative art project. It's people are still purchasing this well into the bear at crazy valuations like 150,000 just 17 hours ago, 150,000, etc. And what I'm realizing anyway is that with NFTs that have staying power, I think it's going to be art. I think NFTs as a medium for art is fascinating. It's not about the NFT itself, but it's about the art. It's about what the art reflects, and it's about what it's like what is it saying about the space. And so Fidenza is obviously very culturally like relevant. It was generative. It was the first of its kind. Tyler Hobbs had a platform, and so I think what Jack Butcher is doing, at least when I look at the provenance of all of this, he's doing a project that's going to take 2 years to complete, 80 editions at a time. And so if generative AI a year from now is 100x better, he's going to be able to incorporate that into his collection, and it's going to become like this book of all these pivotal moments and themes that have been playing out over the past 2 years in tech, in Web3, in crypto, etc. And I think that as a commentary on culture is fascinating. It's interesting, and it's the most interesting thing that I've seen in a very, very, very long time. Not PFPs, not anything. This is something that's fresh, and the mechanics around it, the people that appreciate it, it's fascinating, and it's actually like when you drill into the numbers of it all. Well, Pepin is probably the only collection that I've seen that when it reveals, the floor goes up. So all the like the unrevealed, the floor is lower, and if you get a
Mhm.
reveal, the floor is typically higher. For example, it's like, and that like I'm not talking about that as like a investment vehicle. What I'm saying is that's we don't see that, and that's such an interesting um that's such an interesting phenomenon that we've never seen before. So if I go to like set one, there's only 80 set one. Where is it? No,
It's just
release.
the mechanics, the way that they built this whole thing. It's so different and new that creates also this different demand for things that are revealed on, like, not only the, like, even if they're revealed, but the art is so important and significant that obviously the floor is higher. I don't know, it's just such a new concept that obviously doesn't follow the previous rules that we saw in NFTs.
Right. And I mean good artists buck the trend. Great artists, buck the trend of like you're not quote unquote allowed to do that. Like set one right now somebody's selling one for 19 and then it's 24, 25, ETH, etc. Because this was like the holy grail in a sense. It's like the very first set. And so you see
Hmm.
a lot of people rocking these PFPs from set one. What I think is interesting is actually the latest set. This one caused a big stir. So seven was about finite, and I'm not gonna get into the specifics of it, but is and that was supposed to be a reflection on infinite, which is 08, because eight when you turn it sideways looks like infinite. So like look at the art here. These are all the different editions. What do you see? What do you see? Maybe.
What do you mean?
Well, so these are all the arts for the different edition. This is the one of one. This is the one of 40, etc. What do you see about it here?
That they're not different?
They're all the same.
They're all the same, yeah.
And I mean, the other sets aren't like that, and so this is this is kind of challenging that whole concept of rarity
Hmm.
with the concept of infinity. And it's like it's this like, and we talked about it on a space, and he puts it way more eloquently than I can and try to explain it. But people were like, "What the hell? They're all the same. Why?" And like they were kind of feeling some emotions, and it was making you think. And that's one of the things that they said on the space is that we want to make people think about some of these decisions that we make. And ultimately, there's no right or wrong answer, but it's all about the artist's expression and how they see things. And so
Yeah.
it's cool to have a set where the different rarities all look the same because in infinity, like the concept of infinity is like it's one number is not like any other number. The infinity is infinity, and so it's endless. And so there's a theme here that I think is really cool. And what's cool actually is that the Twitter spaces about this, they tend to be like philosophical discussions where we kind of start talking about like these themes and ideas and what's current and what's happening. And obviously like this being dropped at a time when Azuki revealed a collection that looked exactly the same. There's also a depth there that they didn't directly comment on it, but you can see it was probably influenced in some way at a subconscious level. And so a lot of actually what this reminds me of is Beeple's Everydays, or not Everydays, sorry. Well, actually Everydays, but also Beeple's second one. I'm forgetting the name of it, Human One, where he said that the art's always going to change as time goes on. I think people would really benefit from tweeting out when he changes the art because right now it's very invisible. You have to check on OpenSea to see what's changed about the art, and it's always changing if you go and check. But there's no way to like see it easily, and so it's kind of reminding me similar like themes about that as well. And so yeah, this is kind of like my little Pepin journey that I've been on, just geeking out about what's cool and what's happening and thinking. So maybe you're doing some ordinals, I'm doing some Pepin.
Yeah, that's cool. This piece was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have to be honest, it's not easy to be excited about the space right now because
Yeah,
there's a lot of negativity and stuff happening. But as you can see, we were both very excited about the things that we just shared. And I think that that's the most important thing at this point. Like, just continue to experience new things and be excited about new things. So yeah, that was a great job, Atare. I like the piece.
yeah, and I think like part of we were talking about it on a call just before this, but like part of the board, it's interesting. It's when you do get bored, it's sitting in that boredom is interesting, and then also exploring what you find naturally interesting and just going for that and trying to like pull on that thread rather than forcing yourself to like dive into something. Because for me ordinals was, I didn't see the magic in ordinals and I was like, I don't want to learn just a new thing and whatever. But you had the natural curiosity, and so you went for it. I had the same natural curiosity with the Pepin, and I think that's really interesting. There's a I'm gonna paste, this is about
Yeah,
ordinals. Maybe tell
about
me more about
ordinals.
this.
Like, this is from ZK Shark Substack, and it's like packed with information and almost like everything you need to know to just start in ordinals and understand what they are and understand what these guys are doing. There is also a piece about knowledge in the same article.
Mm,
And like, I mean, for the amount of time that it takes you to read that, you learn a lot, and it gives you like really all the basic information that you need to know. So just I just wanted to share, because like this is all for this like for the amount of time, it's like good to just read it and learn about it.
right.
And if we
Yeah,
want to talk
check it
about
out.
money, those are the only investments that I made in the past weeks that went up.
There you go. There's
So,
a little bit of alpha as well. It's true. It's a depressed market right now, both in
mhm.
prices and moods, and so you got to find joy and excitement where you can. Guys, this has been a different but new, something interesting we're trying with the damn show, broadening our horizons a little bit and just kind of following the excitement, because I think excitement is fun and it's infectious and you can feel it. Because maybe I was excited about ordinals, I'm excited about a Pepin.
Mhm.
And we will see you guys all on Thursday. Check out our other videos, like and subscribe. This was a quick little hour on Monday. Hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.